What's going on everyone, Gizmo here. Today, I want to talk about something that has honestly bothered me ever since I was a kid. But now that I'm 22, living on my own, paying bills, working at a gas station, not my first pick. And just trying to figure out life like everyone else, I finally see what's really going on. And the truth is, Gen Z was just lied to. Not by our parents or necessarily the teachers, but by the entire system that promised us a future that doesn't even exist anymore. Ever since we were kids, we were handed the exact same blueprint. Go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a degree, and then you get your dream job, house, and you start a family. And then it's happily ever after, right?
It looks questionable to me.
That was the deal. That was the American dream. But now that my generation is finally becoming adults, a lot of people are realizing that dream feels more like a subscription service with hidden fees. Because instead of freedom, people got stress, burnout, anxiety, and jobs that barely pay enough to survive. The craziest part is most people don't even realize how bad the situation is until they're already deep in it. Right now, millions of people are graduating college owing tens of thousands of dollars before they even start their own life. Imagine beginning adulthood already financially behind. To me, that just sounds insane. It's basically like spawning into a video game and the game immediately says, "Congratulations, you owe $40,000.
What did he say?
And after all that, a lot of graduates still can't even find jobs related to their degree. People spend 4 years stressing over exams, staying up till 3 a.m., destroying their mental health, just to end up working at McDonald's. And honestly, I don't even fully blame our parents for pushing college so hard, because back then, college actually did mean something. A degree used to separate you from everybody else. It used to almost guarantee stability, but nowadays, everybody has a degree. So companies just keep moving the goalposts further and further away. Now entry-level jobs somehow want 3 years of experience. Bachelor degrees aren't even enough anymore, and people are being told to go back for master degrees just to compete. And then, there's still no guarantee. It feels like people are running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up no matter how hard they work. And look, I already know somebody's typing, well, doctors need college, lawyers need college, engineers need college. And yeah, obviously, for certain careers, college absolutely makes sense. But millions of people were pushed into massive life decisions before they even understood themselves as people. At 18 years old, most people barely know what they want to eat for dinner. But somehow we expect teenagers to decide their careers that could shape the next 50 years of their life. That is actually crazy when you think about it. Some people went to the military, like me. Some people learned trades. And those paths can absolutely work. But for me, it just didn't. And honestly, I realized really fast how much I value my freedom. Freedom to think for myself, freedom to live how I want, freedom to choose my own direction. And I know trades work for a lot of people too, but those jobs can absolutely destroy your body over time. So no matter which route people take nowadays, it feels like every option comes with some kind of sacrifice. Meanwhile, everything just gets more expensive. Rent is insane, groceries are insane, owning a house feels impossible for normal people my age, and people are working full-time jobs and still struggling just to exist. And at the same time, social media keeps feeding everybody these fake lifestyles, 24/7. Everywhere you look, somebody's flexing a Lamborghini, the luxury apartment, designer clothing, and stacks of money, but behind the camera, they're depressed, lost, and in debt. I think that's why so many people in this generation feel disconnected from life. It's because we followed the instructions. We did everything society told us to do, and for a lot of people, the reward never came. Now, obviously, I'm not saying don't go to college. I'm not saying don't join the military. I'm not saying don't learn a trade. What I am saying is people need to start thinking for themselves again. Stop blindly following paths just because society labels them as successful. Because success looks different for everybody. For some people, success is making millions. For others, it's having peace of mind. And for some, it's just traveling the world. But somewhere along the line, society convinced people there's one correct way to live. And honestly, I think more and more people are finally waking up and realizing that system itself might actually be broken. This generation isn't lazy. People are exhausted. They're tired of chasing a dream that feels further away every single year no matter how hard they work. And maybe the real goal now isn't chasing the American dream anymore. And maybe the real goal is building our own version of freedom instead. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Do you guys still think that college is worth it in 2026? I honestly think the whole system needs like a complete reset, but that's just me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.